on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and BitChute. I am your host, Patriot Pascale. You are listening to the afternoon show of America Strong Patriot Podcast right here in the heart of Battlefield America. And why is it called Battlefield America? Well, the reason why I'm now naming it Battlefield America, we we are seeing the military, we're seeing DHS, we're seeing the standoff between them and the left, and knowing there was also a shooting today. So for everyone that was affected in the shooting at the Mormon Church in Michigan, my thoughts and prayers go out to the loved ones that have just lost their loved ones, and the church being set ablaze. The the violence is at a nasty point. I mean, this is a war on faith, a war on freedom. Reason why I'm coming on here to cover this is because, folks, military planes are up in the air, military is being mobilized, and I was covering this last night. Now, I understand that there's a lot of differences between you leftists that are on YouTube trying to ban my network. Do whatever you want, leftists. The best advice is that I'm gonna give. You don't have to listen. You can go ahead, call me fascist, Nazi, whatever. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's all I got for you. So yeah, but we got so much breaking news, and I'm already got a slogan for the next year. Well, I got a hat that's gonna be made. Pascal, we are the storm. And I mean, we are. But besides that, there's so so many things I'm going to cover tonight as well on Late Night in the Rockies. And tonight I will have my buddy Sean on as well. It was good having him on last night, and I'm still working out the kinks of everything. But you know, I want to say those of you that have tuned in and liked the news page on Facebook, that's following me on X and Truth Facebook. Thank you. That is following Rumble, BitChute, YouTube. Please like the page, share the videos, share the live streams. Let's continue to raise the bar, get more people involved, especially as my buddy Sean gets used to everything. And I know everything's going mind-boggling, and yeah, I just honestly, I want to have a heart to heart with y'all and say we really need to go back to the America where we once was, right? It's it's ridiculous. Like what happened? What happened to the America we had? Right? We were able to argue over sports. We were able to just get along. We didn't care if you were a Democrat, a gay person. We never gave a damn. We got along. We, you know, there was no one forcing their crap down our throats, right? What we saw within the last decade. 'Cause I graduated a decade ago, 10 years from high school. And it's just, we're living in a different country. We're on the verge of full-blown war. We're seeing so much crap. Now, Zelensky, Puppet Zelensky confirms Israel sent Patriot missile battery to Ukraine, with more on the way. So, this is what we are dealing with, right? Portland mayor says there is no anti-ICE violence in city, condemns federal intervention. I mean, the mayor of Portland is a cocksucker. He's pro-communism, Marxism. He he has destroyed Portland. You take a look on how Portland looks. I'm talking about Portland, Oregon. You take a look at that beautiful town. I've never been to Portland, but I've seen pictures, and it looks like a war zone. I mean, it really does look like a war zone. You, it's just like Denver, Colorado. I mean, right now, the biggest war zone of them all is the gang violence in Chicago, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I mean, Pittsburgh actually has more of a control than Philadelphia. Philadelphia is just nuts. Feds route and Antifa at Chicago ICE facility. Violence are breaking out, folk. With the indictments coming, the military tribunals. Are, is that going to be a possibility? Because right now we're looking at the Insurrection Act, and those of you that don't know what the Insurrection Act is, I'm going to read it to you right now. Even though I spoke about it on my news page, but what the Insurrection Act is, the Insurrection Act of 1807 is the United States federal law that empowers the President of the United States to nationally deploy the U.S. military and to federalize the National Guard units of the individual states in specific circumstances, such as the suppression of civil disorder, of insurrection, and of armed rebellion. And when was the last time this happened? The act has been invoked in response to 30 incidents, the latest of which was the 1992 Los Angeles riots. Right now, could there be something big coming? Folk, I'm no Nostradamus. I know I've made predictions. And so far, I mean, I honestly, I think we've all made predictions that we're not no Nostradamus. We're not no fortune teller. It's because we know the playbook. We've we've seen it. We talked about it. We were called crazy. We were called mentally ill or conspiracy nuts, tinfoiling hat cocksuckers. And yet, here we are. We we come out with the truth. Now, Five Finger Death Punch, I forgot the name of the song that they did, but it was powerful. It had to deal with it's either liberty or anarchy. And this is where we're at. America is now at a point to where, as us outsiders, us Americans, we want middle ground America. We want to go back to where, yeah, we didn't care about what side of the aisle you were on. As a conservative myself, I want to see the old America. Like I said earlier, going out to a sports bar, we are arguing over sports, betting, right? Doing your little gamble, whatever, placing bets, and then just having a good old time. Now, Penn State sadly lost last night, which I'm going to be doing a sports podcast. I'm just trying to think of a title for that, and another one which I will be releasing this week. There's just so many projects I'm doing, and also personalized. I'm dealing with a personal front as well, but I'm pushing through. And with that, I'm gonna tell y'all, we are in a time to where the real side we gotta choose is either faith and freedom or, oh, you hear the jet? This is what we've been dealing with, folks. Every day, the military's been active. And what a coincidence, right? It's every day. I mean, I understand we got NORAD, Fort Carson, we got Peterson Space Force Base, and many other, but it's been every day with the military traffic. Fighter jets, military convoys. I understand Colorado is a big military state, but folks, Trump's already going after Venezuela, right? We're already hearing news on possible strikes in Venezuela. This this is something else. Now, I can go on, talk about conspiracy theories. I can cover pretty much anything. But what I really want to cover is we need humanity back. We need to put away the political differences. Go get a beer. Go to church. Go be American. Enough of the hate. Enough of the divisive bullshit. I mean, focus on your family. And those of you on the left that say you care about your kids, then actually love them. Love your children. Don't put them through hell. I mean, I'm a father. I love my kids. Now I wake up every morning and I'm blessed with them. I, I wish I could give my children the entire world if I could. Because as a dad, me personally, but if I ever won the lottery, I would just give my children the money. If they want toys, they want a castle of toys, whatever, that's just me. As a parent, I would do something like that because I want to see my kids have a good childhood. I want to see them have the best childhood of their lives. So then when my grandkids come into this world, they'll be like, Pops was a cool Pops. He did a lot for us, right? Being a father is challenging, but it's also a blessing. It's incredible. And I love being a father. I mean, there are parents out there that have split. I mean, some of y'all probably going through that joint custody. And with all of that mess, but I don't want to really focus on that with that business. I mean, I can open up an inspiration podcast if I wanted to. I got so many talents, but and I hope my children will carry those talents, right? Now, there's just we're at at a turning point to where it, hopefully we can just have some sort of time, maybe a little window to bring the unity back. You on the left, and I know y'all are on YouTube because I know damn well y'all want to come on Rumble. So y'all on the left, you say you're a united front, and yet you fight amongst each other. I mean, I could disagree with some of the people on our side, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna beat their ass. And that means we're gonna find things we can compromise on, we can agree on. Like for me, I'm a New York Mets fan right now. By the way, I hope the Mets make it to the playoffs. I'm hoping. I mean, Cincinnati's got to lose. The moment Cincinnati loses, I'm hoping the Mets are in for the wild card. And you know, and especially last night. Last night was a close call game with Penn State and Oregon. I mean, they put on a hell of a performance. They really did. To those of you that like Oregon, cool. Oregon Ducks. I'm always going to be a Nittany Lions fan, right? Because Pennsylvania is like my second home. And hey, we got the Amish, we got beautiful scenery. So yeah. But what I'm saying to all of you, So yeah, folks, this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, folks, what my message to y'all for the afternoon is, 'cause I'm gonna keep it short, is get along. You leftists really want to go to war? You really want all this bloodshed? Like, come on. But don't listen to us, right? Best of luck. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. The military's on the streets because of y'all and your politicians. We never wanted the violence. We never wanted the military on the streets. We just want freedom. We just want to live everyday Americans, loving parents, loving Americans that want to go out and have a good time, go climb a mountain, go be ourselves without this. But what did you leftists do? You leftists chose to go to war. You leftists chose to believe the man on the news. Fuck the man on the news. But that's your opinion. My opinion is this: turn the TV off, take a break from the video games, go enjoy some fresh air. That's all. Like us. Like, I'm not saying anything really about sides, but so far our side has been the side that's been faithful, loyal, peaceful, honest, straightforward. We offer peace. We offer freedom and prosperity. We believe in faith. We believe in liberty. The fireworks going up in the sky at night. I mean, come on. Barbecues. Oh man, y'all are missing it. I mean, I don't care if you're vegan. You can roast your salad on the grill. For freak's sake, like enough of the hatred. And why am I talking like this? Because I'm bringing up key points. I'm tired of the division. You know, now with it becoming an everyday thing, Portland, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York City, Washington D.C. The military is boots on the ground now, right? Pretty soon it's going to be Philadelphia. Then it's going to be Denver. Then what? How many more major cities are going to be seeing the military on the streets? I'm covering so much news from all across the country and the world. This week, military generals and admirals are meeting with the Secretary of War. Is Trump going to declare martial law? It could be a possibility. But remember, the moment he declares it, he is no longer in charge of the country. The military is. And when the military takes over, y'all are going to regret it, right? Now, I've had people say, oh, martial law is a good thing under this president. And yet I've had others say, oh, no martial law. Oh, I mean, no, martial law is not a good thing. You know, there are going to be times where we should shelter in place. I'm not saying anything negative. I'm saying there will be times where we have to. And when those times happen, people seek shelter. And I'm saying this as a strong, dedicated American, as a loving patriot. Now, I wanted to run for, at one point, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to run for office. 6 years ago, I had the idea of it, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to. You know, because I got my children. When I look at my son and he looks at me, especially Josiah, my newborn, and when I take a look into his beautiful eyes, he's got the beautiful eyes. And when I take a look at my son and my other son and my daughter, it, it gets me thinking like, I don't need a political office. I don't need Politics. I got their love. I'm a I'm a big football fan, right? Jacksonville Jaguars. I was a Cowboys fan, but you know, Jacksonville because of All Elite Wrestling. The owners that own the Jaguars also own All Elite Wrestling. But I really don't watch the NFL. I'll play Madden, like cool, and I'll play college football. Like I'll play the game. Like I'll beat it. I mean, I'll not beat. I shouldn't get cocky because I know someone will be like, "Oh, you want a game? I'll whoop your ass." Like, nah. So I ain't gonna be cocky like that, you know. But every day, folks, I get on here. I got a blood clot near my heart, and there are days where it's hard to breathe, where I'm having to almost go to the hospital. And yet, and I've said this on my live stream, and I've said it with Facebook posts. What motivates me to not give up? One thing is, it's like being in a boxing ring with Brock Lesnar or whoever. Well, UFC ring. I'll just because Lesnar was UFC before. Well, WWE mix of both. It's like stepping toe to toe with your nasty opponent, and that opponent is just beating the crud out of you. There's kids around, so I'm gonna watch my tone of language. And folks, this this is how it feels with the blood clot. I'm being punched around like a punching bag. Oh man. But at the same time, I'm still getting up. I'm still pushing through it like there's no quit. And here's why. My faith in God, my family, my children, and my dedication to my work. I love doing landscaping. I love doing radio. I love doing voice impressions. Neat thoughts. Neat cut, man. Ah, that thing. Oh boy. Yeah, Peter Griffin. So yeah, I can do a mix of that. And I like being myself. Because when I get behind this microphone, y'all know me. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't need a script. I'm not no paid anchor. No. I mean, my kids always get a good laugh. My son Kylo, yeah, he's named after Kylo Ren from Star Wars. The mother picked out the name, and it's like, yeah. I mean, luckily, hopefully, he won't be the one that kills me like how Kylo did with Han Solo. Oh gosh, that's a betrayal, right? And no, as far as I know, is that on the other side, there's no Lord Vader as Grandpa. But I do want to bring up another dedication to my ex-wife's father. He was cool. He he was a bat boy for the Dodgers. Now, I'm not a big Dodger fan at all. Not at all. Like I said, I'm from the Queens of New York. Both my parents born and raised. I was born in Florida and then moved to New York. And yeah, my my mom's father, World War II veteran. I served him in World War II. He was a diehard Mets fan, and it's like, cool. I took after him. My dad's not a baseball guy. My dad cannot stand sports at all. I mean, he watches wrestling, so I really can't really stand sports if he's watching that. But my ex-wife's father, he was very dedicated. He, he was very passionate, very strong. Even when he was sick, he still went to work. And people called him the Man of Steel. That was his nickname because this guy loved to work his butt off. No matter if he had a high fever, he went to work, he busted. And to see a guy like that working his butt off for his family, he ended up passing away this year. And it is heartbreaking. I'll never forget some of the moments I've had with him. And he really was a cool gentleman to be around. Smart ass, very intelligent, you name it. The dude was cool. He always talked about sports, the Dodgers and the Raiders, both of his favorite teams. And I was like, cool. Like, this guy had such an incredible fire in his heart. And how he threw himself out there and did what a lot of us dads, I mean, should should step up more. And what I mean by that, just don't give up. When when things do seem hard, just know that you got your children looking up to you as the role model. Because that's what our children do. They look up to us. This was something I was taught growing up, and someone brought this up to me days ago too. Like, how do I want my sons and my daughter to look up to me? What type of picture am I painting for them? Uh, the type of picture I'm painting for them is for them to be courageous, to be able to go through any sort of pain, broken bones, you name it, and show that will, that might, that fire, that when the odds are stacked against you, you got this, that you are not going to back down. You'll never ever give up. You'll never quit. And I get it. Some people do quit because they they feel like they've lost. And when you try and sometimes it's hard to reassure them. There's times when I'm suffering with this, the doctors really didn't catch it in time, the blood clot. And over the years, I thought, maybe this thing should take me, right? I had that self-doubt. And why am I opening up personally about this with y'all on YouTube and everywhere? Well, it's because I want y'all to know giving up is not worth it because in the end, there is a light at the end of that tunnel. There is. This is far greater than politics. It's far greater than the National Guard fighting Antifa and every terror organization in our country. This is far greater than that. It's spiritual. We are being summoned. We are being called to rise above the hate, to show our children that we are not going to turn America into a cesspool of communist hell. And this is to all of you across America, across the world. I know I am gaining ground. This year is very different. The last few years, I mean, yeah, I was building up steam and then ups and downs, but this year it's been on point. The train, well, the coals in this train is lit. It's smoking. We're going full steam ahead. We are going beyond, and I mean beyond yonder. And, Pascal, we are the storm. We are America Strong. Is that a campaign slogan? I mean, it's my motto. I know I need to have other pictures and all that jazz, but you leftists, so you anarchists want this fight. You want corruption. But what happens when the politicians turn on you? I mean, are they saving you right now from ICE? Are they saving you right now from the National Guard? I don't want America to be a police state. A lot of us don't. We offered you peace. We offered you unity to have a middle ground, no matter what side of the aisle you stood on. We offered you peace, like to put away political differences and be what we once were. and y'all said no. So yeah, like, you know, and I want the only thing I want is a future for my kids. Just like a lot of you want a future for your kids. Is that really so hard? So, I mean, so yeah, I mean, that's all I'm asking. We put our differences aside. We go out, go enjoy a good ball game, go have a barbecue, do whatever. Come on, enough is enough. Leftist really is. I mean, nobody's perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. Now, like I said earlier, I look into the eyes of my children, and it brings tears of joy. It keeps that fire lit because that's part of the reason why I'm fighting to stay alive. That I'm looking this blood clot, I'm looking at this health scare in the face and saying, I'm gonna fight through this. I'm gonna beat you. One, two, three, bell rings. Even though there were times I felt like it was beating me. And I get some of you that got cancer, some of you that got loved ones that are dealing with chronic health issues. My mom has multiple sclerosis. She's had it for a long time, since I was a child. Is it genetic? I don't know. But I see my mom. She gets up every day. She reads her Bible. She works her ass off while she battles the disease. And folks, if a 66-year-old woman can do it, if those of you, even some of you, some of y'all that got children that are battling cancer, and the doctor says there's nothing we can do, don't let them lie to you. Don't let the medical tyrants lie to you. There's always hope. There's solutions. And this is where Big Pharma doesn't want to supply the children. Go with herbal medicine. I'm all for medical science. I've studied. I've had people, actually, not had, not had. I got people out in the medical field that are studying medicine, herbal medicine that the Indians use and other countries, right? There is healing where these medicines can heal the children, can heal diseases, that there are cures to fight this. Like HIV. HIV, they said, oh, it's spreading, there's nothing we can do. HIV was man-made. It was created in a biolab under Dr. Anthony Fauci and Bill Gates and many other psycho docs. That was confirmed, right? And I can pull up the documents and show it as well. Now, our young children, we take a look on what they are being fed. Junk food, right? We got McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, right? Oh, let's go get my kid a Happy Meal. Look what happens. Some kids end up getting E. coli, which McDonald's did have an E. coli outbreak. I mean, how many kids' immune systems have gotten weak? I mean, weak. We see kids on oxygen. We see them have a gallbladder removed or something. It's disgusting. We need a healthy generation of children. It is a war on our faith, our liberty, our freedom, our children. The war on health. I mean, who cares about the war on drugs? That's the biggest scam. Like climate change. Well, climate chaos, because it's the government that's causing the climate chaos, right? Chemtrails, HARP, direct energy weapons. They're poisoning the water, they're poisoning the air, the food. GMOs, Monsanto, bi right? All these biolabs, these lab-grown meats and crops. Look it up for yourselves. I mean, I don't mind sharing links. Last year, I was kicked off of Spotify for exposing the truth and lies. So, yeah, like, folks, it's time for real change. It really is. But I'm gonna get off of here. We got a big show tonight. My buddy Sean will be on. And, you know, thank you all for tuning in. God bless you all. And as always, I mean, we are America Strong. We are the storm. And God bless America.